Hello, I'm James Preston and welcome to another edition of Executive Corner Expert Talks, exclusive to Kalkine TV. For the longest time, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, or STEM, has had an enormous gender disparity in terms of the number of women studying and working in these fields. Crypto, virtual reality, the expanding metaverse concept and NFTs now also appear to be heading down the same path, but one woman who is intent on reversing this trend is Ankita Dhakar, the founder of Security Lit, who has now also created Cyber Cosmos World. Ankita is on a mission to bring 100,000 women into STEM careers, and it's now my great pleasure to welcome Ankita to the show. Ankita, a very good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you guys doing? Thank you so
Very
much.
good. I hope it's absolutely lovely where you are as well today. Now, Ankita, let's start first and foremost with a bit about your background. Can you talk to me about Security Lit and how that business came about?
It's a pleasure to be here. I don't have a formal background or digital degree in digital security. I moved to New Zealand in 2015, and I started my career, working at a shoe shop as a retail assistant. And let me tell you how a pivotal event sparked a passion and led me here today. With two bachelor's degrees, one in commerce and the other in business administration and management, my professional roles up until this time were centered around, customer service and business operations. But back in 2019, I was working for a company, and that company used to handle people's confidential information, and they used to work with government and private organization. So one day at work, I just became curious, what would happen if this confidential data gets into the wrong hands of someone who could misuse it. So I started my research and I found out that a lot of businesses and people don't know much about cybersecurity. And that is how I founded my company, Security Lit.
And what was the learning process like for you personally, obviously having a background more into the business admin side of things as opposed to digital security? Was there a real tough time for you to try and learn about the different processes involved, or did it come quite naturally?
No, it was actually quite challenging. I had to do a lot of research, and everything that I learn is, through talking to people, reading books, and all through Google. So yeah, that was really, really challenging. But when I met people who supported me, that okay, we are here to support you, and also find people who are, have been doing cybersecurity for a good amount of time, talk to them, and that is how I grasped my knowledge and became good at it.
Well, that's how you entered the field, but let's now move on to your latest project, which is the Cyber Cosmos World. What drove you to create this particular concept?
Well, I was quite inspired by some of the local NFT projects in New Zealand, and they were doing quite significantly well. So I had this idea, how about if we use this new technology to bring a social positive impact and do something about the community. So that was my inspiration to start Cybercosmos World.
And the aim of that project as well is to try and get 100,000 women involved in NFTs and virtual reality and STEM. I mean, it's a pretty incredible goal. Why did you decide on that number, and how do you think that NFTs and Cybercosmos World can work hand in hand to basically achieve that goal for so many women?
First of all, 100,000. I'm a very ambitious woman, so I I aim for a big number because why not? So that's that for the number. I think I'd like to explain what NFTs are before I dive into some more details about the project. So anybody who's listening to this, non-fungible token NFTs, they provide proof of ownership and authenticity. It is a code stored on blockchain which points towards an asset and owner of the asset. So a non-fungible token is something that can't be swapped out for another, or like the same thing. Example can be, one car is not like another car. So when you say I want your car, you're talking about my car and not just any other car on the road. And so that's the difference between an NFT and a normal asset.
Absolutely, it's that unique identifier that really sets it apart. Now, for women who are new to virtual reality, what exactly are NFTs, as you've just mentioned there? What do you believe the future has in store for them, though? How can we utilise this burgeoning technology to get more women involved in STEM?
Well, I would say the future is in the metaverse. Why? We're slowly moving, and because of the pandemic, we're slowly moving to the digital world, and it will be a very important part of life, our life for coming time at least. And to make that experience even more seamless and real, we would need metaverse, and that is what metaverse is. It's a virtual space where we feel real. Where we're interacting with others, we feel real. So in coming years, all the concerts, everything would be happening in the metaverse. And like this, even we talking, it will feel like you're here. I can see that, I can feel you that you're here. So that is the virtual reality that we're talking about. And to enter metaverse, we would need a lot of assets, and those assets are NFTs.
Well, let's just break it down a bit further. So in terms of getting women involved in this space and also in STEM, are we looking at potentially having them involved in all different capacities, or is it mainly coding you're focusing on, or do you also want women creating the artworks to then be passed on to have that unique identifier added to them? How exactly do you see them getting involved?
I see them basically dominating the metaverse because I don't want them to be left behind. If you look at the numbers, our number is quite low in every tech stream. When you talk about coding, no, I chose NFTs for this particular reason because it's a combination of art and technology. So anybody can be a part of this new technology. If you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you're a copywriter, everybody can, you know, come to metaverse and join this new technology.
And just run me through a bit more about Cybercosmos World. So have you partnered with some blockchain technology firms, or how does it work? Is it more a group trying to push forward the goals of women, or is there actual ways that they can create these things through your group here and then go directly to a producer or put it directly onto an exchange?
So there are exchanges that you can use. OpenSea is one. Now we are on the Ethereum blockchain. For example, if you are an artist, if you want to create your art as an NFT, you can use OpenSea as one of the platforms. You can list your art there, and then the great thing about this is it has your art can have access to a global community. So for example, if you're sitting in Australia and I like your art, I can buy it from here, and you get the funds straight away in your crypto wallet, which is just awesome.
Absolutely. Now, speaking about funds as well, you've decided to donate 25,000 New Zealand dollars if your sales targets are achieved. So first and foremost, what is the sales target, and who would be the likely group or person to receive that donation?
So the target at least is 50%. That's where we feel confident that we can donate to a charity. The name or the charity that we would be donating to would be decided by the community that we are building. So everybody has a say in it. We will decide the community by voting. So we'll give them the name of the charities that we think align with our values and mission, and the community is more than welcome to vote, and the majority of the votes would decide which charity we donate to.
That's wonderful. Now, how can we find out more details about Cybercosmos World and what you're doing? Is there a Facebook page, Telegram, Discord, a website?
We're pretty much everywhere. So we're on Twitter, we're on Discord, we are on Facebook. I've just created a Facebook group which has 104 members because my aim is to also educate women. I understand that some of the people, not especially women, might not know about what metaverse is, what NFTs are. I've created that group to educate them. And if you want to know more about us, you can visit our website, www.cybercosmos.world.
Well, Ankita, it's been great to chat. Is there any further insights you'd like to share with our audience today?
Yes, I'd like everybody who's listening to us to be a part of this amazing mission. I don't want anybody to be just buying our NFTs. I want them to associate with the mission, which is to empower women and increase their representation in technology, because our number is quite low, and I passionately believe that together we can bring that change. So please, if you feel that you can support us in any way you can, please do so.
Ankita, it's a very noble goal. I wish you all the best for it, and hopefully that cybercosmos world can certainly take things to the next level for women in the world of STEM. It's been great to have you on Kalkine.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day ahead.
You too. That's Ankita Dhakar, the founder of Security Lit and Cybercosmos World. And if you missed any part of that chat, simply head across to our YouTube channel to watch the whole interview. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. That's all for now. I'm James Preston, reminding you to stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.